Welcome to the show. Hi, I'm Randy Jeffers, and we are live from the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. Well, we have a really special show, and I mean a really special show. I'm going to start by introducing our translator here. Right in the middle is this lovely young lady. Her name is Day R. Jeffers, and she's going to translate for these two lovely people. And let me just introduce them. This is Chong Lu Veng, and this is Marcha Veng, and they originally came from the country of Laos and escaped during the war and came to the United States and raised their family here, and it just so happens that our lovely translator was one of their daughters, and so it makes for a really interesting story. So let's just sort of start kind of at the beginning. Do you want to introduce your parents there and just tell a little bit about what you know, and then we're going to ask them some questions. We're going to struggle a little bit. We need an interpreter because the English is a little bit limited, but we do want to also talk a little bit in the Hmong language so you can have a feel for if you've never heard the Hmong language. It's a very interesting language, and you can hear a little bit about what it sounds like. So go ahead, please.
Well, thank you for not mentioning my birth order among my sisters. I appreciate that. But yeah, I'll give it away. My sister loved to introduce me to their friends and whoever. This is my older sister, so
Right.
I appreciate that you didn't do that. But now I just gave it away. Yes, this is my mom and my dad, and they're here visiting from South Carolina, and we're just really glad to have them here. And my mom's here to visit. My sister also lives here, and so this is an annual visit. So it's a pleasure to be here.
Well, the story of your family is just an unbelievably amazing story. But let's just sort of start in the beginning, and maybe we'll start with your dad and talk about how it came to be that you guys were able to come to America. Can you ask him that?
Vào nửa the being thọ có nên không có thì on the olicha ni tili tao cho cái tua tới cho mình cả nè.
ที่ฮาริทันหมู่ล้อ
tới còn lại thì tới ít bây giờ chủ tịch của Mali bày là bên chị hành gì mà lấy bên gì.
โอเค我被娘被了对去老周
Go ahead, translate, please.
很大面积。
我被我领那一直包的也没路对去老天大天上不的那
When we lived in the country we're from, which is Laos, we had no idea that there was such a country as this, so big and wide.
就是被有一家我领那把อเมริกา我督着
But we are one of the group that helped fought in the Vietnam War with the U.S.
กู有一度督着
I was a soldier.
给被到多呢嘛被独特叫到那อเมริกา叫路
How we got to come was through our leader who secured the relationship.
还得我的被把อเมริกาเนาะถอยยังเนาะอเมริกา有我的叫到被
They were promised that if we help the U.S. When they, if the side wins, that they would help us.
要ถอยชื่อแล้วเนาะ有我的叫
They also disclaim if the war is lost, what also they would do for us.
อเมริกาต้องจอนโลหะเตียอย่ารู้ได้เฉยไปยังเลยอเมริกาเลยไหมป้าเขาตัวเฉยไปยัง
They gave us the word that if they win the war, that they will help repair and restore our land and our homes for us.
อย่าไปชื่ออเมริกาจะไปแต่เฉย
If they lose the war, the U.S. lose the war, that they promise to help us get out of the country.
อย่าส่งชาติชี
This was 1975.
เป็น nhớ là của tê sĩ tua và ba America tàu bê cho xong
We helped the U.S. CIA fought against the Viet Cong and in Vietnamese, obviously, regime for 30 years.
xong ra chủ trương đó cũng chỉ là bê sĩ trò thì chỉ mà bê sĩ cảm ơn
Sư chạy.
sĩ chạy
In 1975, it wasn't so much that we lost the war, but that really we lost politically. You know, that side lost.
Right.
thì America tới thế cho
The U.S. pulled out.
thì America thì có bê và có chủ tới thế cho nhà bê chỉ tới thì lấy một bê tua cả tua ta
So the U.S. Advised that everyone who helped on their side flee quickly, or else they will be slaughtered.
lúc xưa họ thầu bê sĩ thế cho là nhà là lần rồi bê nhau
When the war was lost, the Vietnamese came and lived among us.
thầu đó nhà là cứu bỏ thì chỉ mà bê chỉ cứu bỏ bê mất bỏ cho ta lại
Uh,
Họ nói rằng cả.
bê mất
I
bỏ
know.
khởi chia ta lại
At that time, we had to put away all our guns, even though the Vietnamese soldier they are allowed to have guns.
bây giờ bố chân thì nhà bê chỉ tới thế chứ bây giờ cái tua ta sao
We knew that if we didn't get out quickly, that we would all be dead.
chỉ biết tụi tôi cho thế này tua tới tua đồ thái tê
So our leader escaped to Thailand,
chỉ biết tụi tôi cho thế này tua đồ thế chứ America đó là
and then he came to the U.S.
chỉ thế tua thọ整治America thì có bảo vệ
And so he appealed to the U.S. Government to sponsor the rest of us that are left behind.
chỉ biết thế này tàu tua
And that's how we got to come to the U.S.
mà thế này tua tàn cho tụ lâu tụ lùa tụ chuột tụ dê thế này tua tàn cho
So that opened the door for the young, the old, you know, all people in different ages and health status and so forth. That it just really opened the door for all of us to come.
chỉ biết thế này tàu tua trâu lúc thế chứ nó
So that's how we got here.
What a story. What an
Mà-
amazing story.
Sắp tới.
thế rồi America chỉ bảo America xã tiền chỉ bây giờ ít cho nên của chỉ một tiền chỉ要啥多前两天好事这是只要
Maybe many people here in America don't understand the history, and they might think that we're just refugees, just here seeking jobs and to make a better living.
这头被到多早之前呢来被个用些我整治America 照
We are grateful. You know, since we've been here, we're very grateful to America.
lúc thế前呢估计lúc thế前我用
This is a great country.
แล้วกูปูไปน่ะไปหาแล้วปูไปกันต่อกันดาว
It provides educations and provisions for living.
จะไปก็กูว่า整治照或者要莫อเมริกาไปเที่ยวดิสาเชียตัวthế chứ nó
So we're very thankful that America exists, and therefore we were able to escape the war.
จะไปที่ตัวเนี้ยต่อเปล่าเจ้าตัวเชียงละ
We've been here over 40 years.
มาแต่สิเนาะตอนเรียกกูต่อตัวเลยมาลูกเต้เฉิมปลากูยังจิตต่อตะก้าหมดเสียวอีเจ้าเลย
I've never gone back to Laos
วิหารเตียร้านจู้ไปให้
because the existing government have a hatred towards us.
จะไปตู่เธอเจ้าเลยยอนะเพราะว่าป๋า
Our leader was General Vang Pao,
จะไปอย่างมองว่า
and we are from the Vang
จะ
clan,
เล่นจู้ไปจะมองว่าเกินก่อ
and so they really hate the Vang clan in Laos.
จะไปจ่อไปวัฒหาตัวว่าเนี่ยเนาะนะเพราะว่าป๋าจะไปหมู่ต่อที่เจแล้วยังมูไปตัวเฉย
those who are belong have a Vang last name, clan name. When they go back to Laos, the government there is very aware of it and have a deep-seated hatred, and many of them have been killed. From visiting.
มาตาชินาว่าพิตัวยันเดล่ะกูกูสามหมดเทียที่ชิมากูกูชายวันนึงน่ะมาจิสาเก่าอยู่มัวอยู่ช็อกโกแลตเนี่ย
I would like to go back and visit, but I'm afraid. I don't want to get killed. But I sure would like to go back, but I don't want any trouble.
ดาวตัวเลมัวจิตตะกันล่ะ
There are many that have gone to visit and have never returned.
Wow.
Alive, anyways.
เดี๋ยวกูฮาลินาเนี่ยสาเก่ากูให้ได้จิต
Okay, that's it. Anything else?
Oh, that was absolutely perfect. Let's ask your mother, what was life like in Laos? Now, by the way, let me just mention that if you haven't figured it out, this is my lovely wife, Dayar, and so these are my in-laws. I have the greatest in-laws in the world because they don't speak English, and so I never get in trouble. So I love that.
Yeah, the night good, yeah, good day. When yeah, DJ, let you hello me can. Tao chị của tao chụp lâu.
It's only a joke. It's only a joke.
Yeah.
Only a joke.
Của tao
But
chụp lâu
Mình
đâu
tăng
đâu
mạnh.
cả.
mà ta mình trong cái
but it is true that the Hmong people are not Laotian. They are a tribal group that lived throughout Southeast Asia. There's Hmong people in China as well, but they have their own language, and they don't assimilate well with so they never assimilated into the traditional Laotian society. They're not Laotian, even though they lived in Laos, but they live way up. They stay to themselves. They live way up. They're agrarian people, fierce fighters, amazing when they in farming and things like that. And so they were really a separate group, and that's why the CIA recruited them to help during the war. So let's talk a little bit about what was life like in Laos. What was a typical day?
Ở Ninh nhớ thấy chấm lo trong này trả in nu một trò in nu. Được không?
đến nó mà có giờ để thế có vấn đề cái nhiệt tài đó có vấn đề trong luôn nó nhớ tới chấm lo mà bây giờ ít cho mong chỉ tao cần tới mà bây giờ ổn nọ hồ ta sẽ bây tới chính cái của sĩ lúc ấy ít lên bài lên thêm một tụi một kỳ rong ấy
So I am Mar Chai Vang. I am the mother of Dayar and mother-in-law to Randy. Life in Laos, because we are people that didn't have access to education, there was a lot of just growing crops, agricultural, but just doing life, making sure everyone has food to eat and so forth.
cứ rong
การเนี่ย
Yes, something to say.
có rong xe hạt tiền về của tôi ít thứ gì và nó cũng lúc bây giờ nhiệt tốt là bây giờ nếu cho mình nhọ nếu tiếp tục bây giờ tới nó
I was very blessed. I'm very blessed to have a husband that loved me and my children and us, and have made the decision to bring us over to the U.S.
tôi cho nó tới cho nó nếu giờ ư ăn lần chỉ bao lâu là nếu cứ một ở đây ở nụ giờ họ tao ít số một bé đùa xứ là nếu cứ dùng tao bé cho nhiệt tốt sẽ được để ở trong
She said that my dad, even when we came to the U.S., even he started his job making $3 an hour minimum wage. He always goes to work and always provided for us. So thank you.
do hai cha bé lúc năng nó tới chấm làm mà yên chọn nhẹ yên ổn liệu tây nó xứ để xem mà vì những một tụt gì ba dù
Life in Laos is very hard. You just work in the farm really all day, just very hard labor, and so we struggle and we suffer. But it's so much better when you have a husband to help you.
Yes. One thing I know about this family is that, let me brag on them a little bit, but your father here in the United States worked as a custodian, I think, most of the time, right?
All the time.
All the time,
Yeah.
and probably never made a lot of money. Probably maybe $10 an hour or something.
No,
Maybe.
stop cho $10.
อันเนี้ย这个他个在这边干那个比较好嘞，个人到年到头个ปีนะก็ไปเทเลยจ้า
กูต้องสังเกตเชนอมาอย่าเชียงอีเจ้า
came in 1980
1980.
มาว่าเรื่องอันนี้สิว่าเขาเลย
we both worked
สาเดียเจ้นอแบบเฟยก่อนตา
we thought about staying on welfare and then go to school
แต่是สาเดียอยู่อย่างนึง用到
but we have hands and feet that work
เจ้าที่เท่าเรียนดาวเจ้าจะไม่อยากก่อนตาว่าเขาเลย
so they decide not to do that and just allow the children to get an education and they work and support
เจ้าอยู่ขอปีมาเนี่ยนอเลยมัวไปดอกชิเจ้า
when I first started I got $3.25 an hour
ว่ามัวเจ้าเปล่าดัว
and I increased to $4
ว่ามัวจีดัว
I continued to $5
ว่ามัวที่เราเจ้าดัวชาดัว
up to about $6 or $7
ว่าต่อถว่ากูอยากไปถ่ายได้กูต่อก่อยดัวซึก
when I retired I was at the level of $11 an hour
$11. Okay.
that's after 就像
เจ้ากูจะต่อเชื่อว่าเขาเลยยิ่งชิมัวเนี่ยแต่是工作那多好
we work very hard we don't have much money but we've always had enough
แต่กูอยู่ต่อเจ้าตัวไม่หน่อย
we raised 6 children
ปลาต้นชาย
4 daughters
เอาตัวตัว
2 sons
จะถอยจะไม่หน่อยรอดตาเลยจะเลยกูเกินดาวจะแล้วกูรอเอาหรือไปเท่
so when they're all grown they've gone to school and they have jobs and they've come back and help us
กูต้องเชื่อเดียกูต้องใช้ว่าหัวเดียจะยอดตัวเนาะมาในตอนตุจีอเมริกาในตุจีรุ่งไปหัวเรนดี้มาเรนดี้แท้แต่อังก็วังก็รุ่นนั้นก็กูเสิร์ชลูก
I'm very proud of my daughter here DR she married an American husband we're so happy to see that they have a good love relationship
เจงก็กูปิ้งกับรุ่นนั้นมาก็กูหมดชื่อยี่ว่าเกล้าลัวว่าไม่สนิทว่าอยากว่าเนี่ยนะว่าโยป้าต้องกันรุ่นนั้น
he see that we're building a life filled with ideas and he sees the entrepreneurship of you and just building different companies and different ideas and just to build a better life
กูยังเชื่อแต่กูต่อยตัวว่าอเมริกาลูกกูให้
I'm very happy that I have an American son-in-law that loves me
เขาตัวกูต่อเนี่ยมาเนี่ยพักกูตันเท่า
whenever I'm in need he helps me
แต่สิกูตัวเชื่อเขากูจีบอลอเมริกา
but I'm saddened that I'm not fluent in English
กูเนี่ยนึกกูสานเนี่ยตาเกอแต่สิกูถ่ายจิต
I like him and I would love to converse but I'm not able to
แต่สินี่พูดแต่กูจีเนี่ยเป้าแต่กูจีเจอ了อเมริกาเจเนี่ยกูจีถาม到了กูเท่
but he understands that I'm limited in English and so he doesn't ask too much or converse too much
แต่สิกูยังเป้าแต่นี่ใช้ต่อกูแต่กูยังเนี่ยอยากสิ
but I know that that you respect him and as his father-in-law
Absolutely.
มาเนี่ยน้อย นี่นู่นนี่เรากูรู้เสียอย่างย้อนจงตอนนี้ตะเกียบลูกกู
And even now, I remember the ways that you have loved us, and yeah, and he's really grateful.
Well, let me just jump in here and continue to brag about them, because you know, as was mentioned, you go from $3 an hour to retiring at around $11 an hour, which is not a lot of money in this day and age, especially to raise a family of
John Taker retired.
กูวิไทยโตชงว่า
Ấp hạt lo.
ออฟผับหรอ
So he worked for 24 years.
Okay. So I worked for 24 years, but I happen to know that you know, he would buy a property that was distressed. They grew up in Milwaukee, and he would find a house that was maybe condemned.
You can say it. It's from the ghetto.
And it was in a really bad area and a very distressed property, and he would buy it for almost nothing and work really hard and fix it up and rent it out. And he had, so when he retired and moved to South Carolina, he had properties. He sold those, and they were able to go. Now remember, this is somebody that made $11 an hour over his whole life, and much less than that for most of it. They were able to pay cash for a beautiful dream house that they built in South Carolina. They paid cash for the land. They paid cash for the dream house. Now that is an amazing story when you think about how a lot of people feel. I mean, right now in this country, we have people complaining about how bad this country is, and especially we have people right now, the whole thing with athletes that are making millions of dollars complaining how bad this country is. And here we have somebody that came here and basically worked for minimum wage and was able. Now, I suspect you probably never went to McDonald's, you probably never went out for dinner, you probably never went to Macy's and got something new, but your parents were able to do amazing things with the little bit of money they had, and able to save that so they could pay cash for a beautiful dream house. And it was just phenomenal, that story. Let's talk a little bit about when you escaped from Thailand. So what year was it when you left Thailand? When you left Laos?
John Taker ni chỉ tới chấm lo.
ก็จะชาต
Ra chậu chi lô chi lính tu.
May of 1975.
So in 1975, so you decided, you knew you had to leave or you were gonna be killed, and so you had to escape through the jungle, and you had to cross over into Thailand, right?
Ni kia tới chờ ni một cái tàu bia. Tua tới tây bia.
Yeah.
What was that like for you, with all your children there, and how was that?
Trong này cha này kia cho này cho mình nhỏ.
Bây lò mà ở từ tu mà nhỏ chỉ nó lò xí rồi nó sẽ nó lò nó cái tao nữa. Thì chỉ có tụi dân mà ở lì xí bây lì xí họ cả mà tụi mình chỉ tao cái mà là để khán giả hiểu nó mà cũng mà cái tổ hồn nó mà cũng mà dân chung số nó đó. Bây ta.
So my two boys are older, so they're able to walk on their own. One was probably about this height, maybe a little. The other one's a little taller. I wasn't able to walk very well yet, just wobbly.
You were 3, right? You
No,
were,
young.
2?
No, younger than that.
Oh, younger. Okay.
Well, if I wasn't, a 2-year-old can run.
Okay, so you're a year and a half or so.
Yeah, not even perhaps. And so, because typically when you're about 1, you can walk. You
Okay.
know? And then my little sister, well, the one that's next to me, she was only 2 months old.
Right.
And so we couldn't walk. So she would have my little baby sister in front of her, and she would have me in the back.
Cái gì mà giờ tu ai nam ở chỗ mỏ rồi bên nó
My dad,
mình thiệt chụp rồi bên bự
my dad would carry whatever he can, food supplies and whatever what is that we need that he can carry, as well as looking for food in the jungle.
So you had to shoot did you have a rifle with you, a gun?
Cũng một Paul, the name
เขาไปเกี่ยวจิ้ม
เป็ดรอแต่ผอมาจอชิตา
we left it all behind.
So you would look for berries and fruits and things like that, probably.
Nên thì không có chuyện nào.
เป็ดหลอนได้มาเป็ด
nó dễ thắt tê
เป็ดม้วนหนังแท้เป็ดม้วนตื่น ทองค่ายเททองหมอ
we were closer to the Thailand border, so we put what we can on a horse and a donkey.
Oh.
And they help carry the grains and whatever food we can bring.
So did you travel day and night, or did you stop, or how did that work?
ในเขียลิจานโดนนู่นนี่
哦，
โมลิจา
被老的弄出头的嘛，伢拉你活了，这被伢拉知道我赔。
This is when the Vietnamese communists, they had just started moving into our town. They have not done horrendous things yet.
这被多赌，这波嘛赌套海天，被我能套嘛套出。
So we were able to transport with horse, and
所以了，早餐的被人家的嘛省出。
we had enough to carry us on the journey to Thailand. We still had some.
Did you
leftover.
go with a larger group, or how did you by yourself with other family?
ในเขียลิในเขียในดูคิงซิลในดออีป้า
โอ้ไปหลอดจ้อง
被老
มัวไปเจอ
被
ตัว
老的
เยอะ
退班的嘛，江杀了。
First group was many, large group,
这么早的话，我爬被爬了。
couple thousand.
A couple thousand traveling.
然后在被阿鲁绕的呀，阿鲁绕啊，老差不了，被也叫我们的。
Because those two towns were from are the two biggest town. So we came.
So the whole town just picked up and left at the same time.
The Nalujar,
单朝阿鲁绕的
those two
นับ
towns.
太
ปาน
叫
นับปานนับเฮีย
老单朝。
Yes.
So there's safety in numbers at least. That was a little
Yeah.
positive.
So เมื่อเดือนนี้จ้องตัวแกจะตัวรวมจิ๋ว Yeah.
嗯，
Yeah.
这
โอ้
好点哇。
เถอะ
被阿鲁绕的叫太叫嘛，要叫他太早，要叫我
หัวหน้า
我他找的。
Oh. Yeah, the first group was led by leaders, like military leaders.
这边阿鲁绕的嘛，要阿鲁啊，被是输了，伢走路得抢到哎，美卡做我那都被我练。
Yeah, those two towns were the first ones that the Americans came in and built irrigation.
Mhm. So you got to the border. You got to and was the Thai border, Thai Laos border? Was it where the river is, or was it just land?
เท่านี้สถานที่นี่ยอดสถานที่ชาผมว่ามีผมว่าได้ละสิซื้อ
头被了找太对了，
ชาติที่
头是被了找太对嘛，莫按到，天莫领到，这是嘛，只要被路在解决被搞起到了去。
แต่ชิมาเท่านี้เราสถานที่ชาปูนี่เราก็เท่านี้ผมนี่ปู cross like a day
โอ้ละเดย์
ละ day ตรง
哦
นั้น
โอ้ไปจิลาจะไม่เสีย
被
เดี๋ยว
哪
เรา
被其他组的老被人家组的被人家组的闹的杀地到了，这边也是人的，太了。
Okay.
ไป
We
เราต้อง
did.
จาดนู่น
It took us 7 days. We had to cross rivers, but it was not the Mekong River, because the Mekong River is like a snake, and
Right.
so in Laos where they're at, the Mekong was to the east of them already, and so we were very fortunate that we didn't have to cross the Mekong River, but there were other rivers.
这边老的路，他在这边老个导师的
เดี๋ยว
时
ก็
候，
เสร็จ
被就中这边慢慢老是嘛，被去走不到。
Yeah, we were lucky in that group. Nobody got killed on that.
It's amazing to just. It's hard as an American to just relate to any of this story, because there were people that would love to have just killed all of you, right? I mean, if the soldiers had been able to find you, they would have just killed the whole group, and I can imagine having that kind of fear in my life. It's just amazing. So you got to Thailand, and you went to a refugee camp. What was the name of the camp?
Nem sa tate ni nyaluja tikhe bialuja do refugee nyasu la nyalaja.
被是输了这，被人家到的我一到啊，安排那么样，
อำเภอปัว
อำเภอปัวนะอำเภอนั้นรวมอเมริกาน่าจะหรือห้องน่าจะเจ้าเมืองนะอเมริกาน่าจะอะไรจันนะ
ลูจอ
อืม
บอกเขา
chỉ
จะ
là hai kho ăn phải bùa chứ mà
แต่เพื่อนยังเดี๋ยวอำเภอปัว
nhưng nó to lu y lý tu chỉ
we
là một cái nhà rồi sống nó nhỏ
we came to an area first and stayed there for a month, and then they directed us to a village. Well, not really a village. There was nothing there. It was just side of a hill.
Hmm. So there were no shelters or anything. You had to build your own shelters, right?
ตอนนี้มุจอนั่นเหงาละเอาผมหมดเจแล้วเนี่ย
希望就希望来不被我钱的钱能买，哎呀，
No, there's no shelter, but they allowed us to build our own. So we were able to build little small thatch roof houses.
Wow. And so you were in a refugee camp for how long? How many years?
娘路上的人
被人路上的到这里好像8里是，
啊，
给了这道路看了飞机，我被人家要顺慢呐，
啊，
也被人家打的，被嘛我接的被人家打，
那娘的那家。
被人家那样嘛，被人家到机场被嘛到多不去了，
We lived there for 5 years.
For 5 years.
Before we came here to the U.S.
这个收条啊，人那买那个油做太太，
So my two youngest sister were born in Thailand,
rồi sống nó nhỏ
油做了顺南呀，
in that town.
对天应个油在桥了去啊。
nát gì
So yeah, my sister and I were born in.
I'm surprised you didn't have 5 kids. There's no televisions or, you know. It's
Should I
okay.
interpret? No.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yes, I should.
go ahead.
你真正在那寂寞没样子的话的，你要被寂寞 TV show.
嘛，
Well, actually, they have 9 children altogether, but 3 passed.
So being in Laos and then going to Thailand, you knew about this magical country called the United States of America. So,
头呢，做的的那部包做的去没个？
có
别报，
Yes, we've
我好歹别读太教，要读啊，你那你读朋友要อเมริกา，这边这到多อเมริกา，这边也包了。
once we got to Thailand, we found out about the country America because our leader, General Wayne Pao's good friend, is an American, and so that's how we found out about America.
now I know some of the Hmong people went to other countries. You have an aunt that went to Germany, right?
Mà cho mong một tới chờ thía mỗi từ để tài nhó tài ninh mà tài giang nhó giờ làm màn thía bây giờ.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So you went to you went from Thailand to Arkansas. Is that right? Your first landing?
yeah.
Well, we landed in I think LA or
nó
something.
xong gì chào lưu ý hiện tu và thi có plo bây tôi bóng trâu Arkansas để xong nơi cần ta
Nhưng đây lúc giờ tiêu ở đây thật sự chỉ mấy cái San Francisco or Los
no.
Angeles.
chờ đó San Francisco ta chỉ mà cho tông nó nhớ tao chỉ là mà biết xa là tôi tao Arkansas cho tông nó nhớ Hồ Chí Minh để lưu lúc sáng như hôm đó cũng chỉ nhớ cá lắm bè để bây là tôi Arkansas thì bây mới cho mua vài nhân đã chỉ là tụm lo cho tụ ở tàu bây rồi thì sáng như hôm đó đó chỉ tụm lo thì hôm đó cho mua vài đó chỉ hồ chỉ lấy chỉ lần bây ở đó chỉ mà hai chỉ là cũng lần bây thì bây thì anh đó là nhớ thì bây nhớ thở lưu ý hiện tu và thi có plau thì nè chấm nhỏ một cần tới ta là cho mong lo mong xong rồi thì chỉ bây nhớ thì bây nhớ cho lưu trâu li pan tới thì bây thì là trong miệng kì
Okay.
So when we first landed in San Francisco, it's where all the refugees landed, and then at that point, one of the leader there, he called the Vang clan leader that my parents told him, and they made that connection. Well, anyway, the Vang clan would not admit to have a relationship with us, or he's like they're not claiming us. And so, but after talking, after a while, they went ahead and claimed us. So we went on to Arkansas.
Uh-huh. So you lived in Arkansas for how long? For
ก็จริงอะค่ะไป
About 5 months. We came to U.S. Louisville, right?
อย่าลุยหีบัดที่กับเรา
So we came January 14th, and then we went on to Arkansas and stayed there and went to school until school was out in June.
จูที่นังกอชา
June 27. And then by that time, our relatives in Wisconsin got hold of us, and they sent someone for us.
Oh, so that's how you got to Milwaukee.
That's how we got to Wisconsin.
So what I want to know is, when you landed in San Francisco and you looked around and then flew over to Arkansas, what were your thoughts about the United States?
For both of them?
Yes.
So now Sarika Tanito the Chimica Nyahong day the ni mucho the Chimica Natia Mucho Arkansas ni Sarika Sig Taha ni Bona.
同的被好多这被一起包了给钱了，
ไปภาษาภาษา
这
เลย
被一起包罗美加的，
We didn't speak the language, we didn't know what to think because we don't know anything.
但是古包了不了种，
But I can speak Laotian, Lao really well.
这都不了的，我都打着那个朋友的陈年红多么着对老路姐对老姨。
But the Laotian worker at the airport that's receiving immigrants, the war refugee immigrants, my dad can speak the language very well, and so that was very helpful.
这是做在阿根上的，都不了的护照被怎么，我来问得多。
So when we got to Arkansas, he called our relatives that came earlier than us back in Wisconsin, connected, found them.
这怎么的被贴背嘛，被知道是包，
Arkansas.
咁水冇辦嘅咯啫，
No, Arkansas. Because we didn't know the Hmong people in Arkansas. We've never met before. We're a different region.
这了只求咖啡，让了。
So they were reluctant and really not wanting us to take us in and for us to join them.
I see.
为都基本上我到边的，去到科罗拉多了，
Because our sponsor moved to Colorado by that time.
I see.
这都不了的这，都那样忙呢，就拉是是，那我鸟鸟到了。
So that his Laotian liaison insisted to that sponsor, said, you know, you guys are responsible for this family. You sponsor them. You must take them under your wing.
Interesting.
Okay.
Now let me ask you a question. When you arrived, everybody had to be logged in somehow, right? The immigration logged you in, and
Sure.
one of the stories that I know about is that they ask you how old you were, what your name was, and how old you were, right? And they didn't always spell the names right, and if as I understand it, I mean people did not keep track back in Laos in your village of exact birth dates and things like that, and so they sort of made them up, right?
Oh, no, the bit to make a bit young down there. It's a bit new, you tape young bay, the chimla, the tapechi, the church, tapechi, Mikalogy, pechi, legit birth certificate, be a non that be a 3 meal you. So, bit of the Jamaica, bay down there.
我还都搞的，被到这钱了嘛，被到推动到给的，被人能得着，
We came as war refugees
Right.
必须得这被多，
because our country lost the war.
这政治那个我用你的呗，
So, the process was made easy for us.
Mm-hmm.
这来记得我满足了呗，
So they issued green cards for us,
也别记得我好领导，
and we're able to work.
Yeah.
这
So let me ask DRU a question, because we have 20 years we've been married now, and when we got married, we were 18 years apart. And sometime later, we found out that we're really 20 years apart. And so, how did that happen?
Oh, nếu thì thử nhớ có sử dụng sử bao nè, nếu như họ đang đợi cứ mà cứ giao này có gì xong, thì tận đây cái này tại những lời sử thả cho lúc cá thế cụ thế từ lo thì bao thì mà cụ yên giao cha, cụ yên giao cha cái gì cụ thì mà mua năng có xong, nhân đó thì trong này cụ đã lúa đồ ở xong gì.
Dạ, cú xã thế yang nhau lên đó. Tôi có thể nè thế này ship bao nè thầu nè sử dụng nè ship bao thì nè nó nhiều lúa để trả, thế thì cú chụp bao qua sẽ cú chỉ tập bao lên đi.
I can't vouch for you, but you can vouch for me. That is correct for me.
And so what happened is when you came, they didn't know the exact birthdays, and they just, I guess the immigration people said, oh, you look about 8 or 7 or whatever they thought you were, right?
Tại vì tôi chỉ mình cả này chỉ muốn nói đó để bây giờ nông từ xong từ bây giờ chỉ là ô lại trả lại theo là hay cho bây giờ nó nhiều đó nó đã xử là sai nhiều là sai để có nhiều nó xử đó.
Nên là tôi yên thế cao thế, trong thế sao mà bây giờ tôi thử cho nó nhiều rồi thế đó. Thế thì tôi để nó nhớ lại tôi thế tôi mấy ông thế tôi nó xử了cho nó mà bây giờ tôi thử được thế đó. Yêu là chỉ chủ yếu ít dùng là有小时你只在领导。
So it's này từ hai to mình cả bây nó nhiều là sai nhiều là chỉ là hai thì là sai là nhiều.
好歹叫他用的嘛，bây giờ是到底他这些，比如了我们把那毛的嘛我的。
Oh well, it's based on when they get to Thailand, they have to register and list information down about each of the children. It's a guesstimation. My dad said it's mostly right. It's it's off 1 or 2 years, but that's close enough.
Right.
Yeah.
So we found out from your aunt, I guess, right? When because we celebrate your birthday in September, September 18th, but it's really you were born a couple years before that, which makes for a great story because when you came here, you were in what grade?
I don't know.
Do you remember when you started? What grade you were in?
I think 2nd grade.
So and so you ended up graduating from high school instead of 18 like most people. You were 16, and you'd also skipped a grade, right? You had
2 grades.
2 grades, yeah. So.
Yeah, it's like she said. I remember. I was always falling asleep. In first grade. And so they would wait until I wake up, and they would send me home.
Well, we're about out of time. We only have 1 minute left, but let me just ask you one last question. What do you think of America now?
我在前头嘛，为啥啥子要咕噜了？
This is my country.
我都要实际上的没看。
I'm a citizen of the U.S.
结果啥子，我在前头要咕噜，我娘在前头，头寂寞不早些了，我娘在前头。
Therefore, I think this is my country, and when I'm no longer here, this is still my country.
我去啥找好东西？
I don't think about anything else.
Wonderful. And how about you?
除了一夜天，但是嘛，我还到那讲鸟还的，人家头的寂寞，有了的那些路不是，这头个那的，那路那的米都没有，天车那的米都没有路上，来也等待个了，正这餐呢。
I think the same too, and when I'm no longer here or around, for my children to love each other, for our families to love one another.
Well,
Thank you.
Well, God bless both of you for coming here, for risking your lives, for doing all the wonderful things you've done to raise all your children, and for giving me one of your children and 2 great grandchildren that you have that I get to hang out with every day. So God bless both of you. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
วัน
Thank
นี้
you.
เจ้านี่ก็จะไปเทรนนิ่งตัวจะมีการเจ้าในจอมหยดยอดที่เทรนมีการเที่ยวมวยถึงสายตัวหนึ่งหรือตัวมีหยดตัวหนึ่งเที่ย
We don't share that. We don't have all make
All right. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week, same
Okay.
time, same place.
Okay.
Bye bye, everybody.
Okay.